Happy to see you here. Thanks for joining. And welcome to User Experience Workshop. But before we start, raise your hand if you're a product, visual, or UX designer. No, okay, sorry. Raise your hand if you're a marketer, product, manager, or founder.
This one.
Thanks. And raise your hand if you're a developer, engineer, or QA. Oh my, happy to see you here also. Thanks so much, nice to meet you. I'm happy that you are interested in this topic. This workshop will be relevant for everyone because regardless who you are, we are users of the applications on different devices. Some of them are better than others. Why do you think why?
UX.
100 points. If we compare the applications with similar functionality, a better application will have an excellent user experience. And today, we will learn about user experience research in product development, the types of research, best practices, and common mistakes. Please raise your hand who is familiar with user research tools. Can you name some of them?
Interviews.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and there are a lot of them. You always know. And we will learn also about customer journey map and how to visualize user pain point, motivations, and potential improvements. And the question is, who had the experience with working with customer journey map? Wow. Okay, cool. And we'll practice techniques interviews in groups and analyze the results creating customer journey map. At the end, you'll know what user research is, how to conduct user interview, creating a customer journey map, and build the best experience for your users. Hi, my name is Andrii Bondar. I'm product designer at Matter Labs, the creators of zk-Sync. Before the blockchain, I've been in product design and user experience for over 10 years, always with a focus on the end users. For example, I created the personal medical assistant for clients of public hospitals and AI assistant for lawyers long before the AI hype. And for me, user-centric design is essential. I believe in good design principle inspired by Dieter Rams, the famous industrial designer who knows for him influential work at Brown and the functionalist school of industrial design. Good design means creating solutions that are innovative, useful, aesthetically clear, honest, long-lasting, and as minimal as possible. And in 2017, I entered the blockchain space to improve the user onboarding, starting with working with centralized crypto exchanges. And then in 2022, I joined Matter Labs, where I focus on helping developers deliver a seamless blockchain experience using cutting-edge technologies and user-centric design. And to bring this vision, we began to implement native account abstraction. In short, it's a different type of account powered by custom code and can be secured by different things other than a seed phrase. This custom code allows you to have a lot of functions like increasing security, recovering options, and paying gas for someone else. This is why you can have a lot of options to onboard your users. And you might think, okay, just use the best possible stack ever, and everything should work perfectly, right? And this is partially true. But knowing your stack is the one part of the solution. Without understanding your users, even the best tools will not work for them. And the question for you, who often orders something from different online stores? For example, okay, you have the purchase something in a new online store. If you compare it with the previous store you used before, what this new online store should do to make your experience smooth and simplest as possible? Yeah. Another ideas? Yeah. Let me check it on this example. Yeah, the similarity. Amazon checkout, for example, has multiple steps, but users find it intuitive because it's familiar. A small store might offer a simple one-page checkout, which can cause friction because it's too far from user expectation. Make things familiar to your users, and they will love your product. So, how we can make it? We have learned them. This is where user experience can help us. But what is user experience? According to Nielsen-Norman Group, user experience includes all the aspects of the interaction between the end user, the company, its services, and its products. You can visit this company website because they have nice articles on UX, which you can read to learn more. To know more about this interaction, we have to provide user research. This helps us deeply understand our users, what they need, what they value, their abilities, and their limitations. Why do we need user research? It provides direct insight into what user needs, their pain points, and how they behave. And it guides our decision-making product development more focused and effective, and ultimately, it reduces risk and leads to higher user satisfaction. What are the ways to research users? What we can do to learn them? Yes. What else? What we can do now? Where we can find them? Yeah. Sorry, can you ask a microphone because everyone will hear?
Hello. We can study or reverse engineer even applications or web pages that have consider a good user experience, so we can learn what makes them actually good products.
Yes. What else we can do to learn our users? How you learn them? Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of things. We can find them on the street. We can find them whatever you want. It's not a problem. But in general, user research comes into two main forms, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative research dives into why behind user actions, when quantitative research focuses on measurable patterns and data. Together, they give us both deep and scale in understanding our users. What do you think? Is the quantitative or qualitative research we should use first? Why? Any ideas also? Yeah? Yeah. In general, everyone will be correct. Everything will be correct because quantitative methods, I usually use it first because you can capture more data that you can use to create in-depth interview questions. Also, I like to use surveys, a quantitative method. To find users, we can invite for in-depth interview, optionally asking them to leave their contacts. But sometimes, you can start with qualitative method. If you have just a few potential users. It can be possible in healthcare when you have a few users with specific needs and one product. Before we dive into qualitative research and practice it, let's briefly cover quantitative method. Quantitative research gathers numbers that can be analyzed statistically. It's essential for making data-driven decisions, optimizing designs, and identifying patterns in user behavior at scale. Why do we need it? Quantitative research is essential when we need a measurable, data-driven insight to guide our design decisions. It helps us to collect numerical data that can be analyzed to reveal patterns, trends, and relationships. When do we need quantitative research? It's essential for measuring user behavior at scale. For example, it's useful for tracking metrics like conversion rate and drop-off points, to validate hypotheses and confirm the impact of design changes, to make data-driven design decisions based on real user interaction, for identifying patterns or trends in the user behavior over time, to evaluate future performance through measurable metrics, to benchmark and track progress against KPI and competitors, to prioritize design improvement by identifying issues that affect to most users, support business objectives by linking UX improvement to revenue and user engagement, and when statistical confidence is required for high-impact decisions, and when insights from a large representative database are needed. The practical tips you can use in quantitative methods. Surveys. Creating them keep questions clear, precise, and unbiased. When use a mix of closed questions, like multiple choice, and open questions to gather both structured and detailed insights. You can use for this Google Forms, Typeform, and SurveyMonkey. Another tool is A/B testing. This lets you measure the impact of changes by testing one variable at a time, like pattern color or call to action text. And also you can track key performance indicators that aligns you with your goals, such as page view, time on page, bounce rate, etc. And heat maps shows which areas of your website users engage with most and which are ignored. And tweet testing. Tweet testing helps validate your site information architecture by asking users to find specific content and tracking their success. But what about qualitative user research? Qualitative user research focuses on understanding why and how behind user behaviors, motivations, and emotions. Qualitative research user interviews, usability testing, and field studies to gather in-depth insights. The focus is on understanding their needs, pain points, and experiences, giving us valuable context for user-centric design. In which case, we need qualitative research. For example, understanding user needs and motivations allow us to deeply explore why users behave a certain way and uncover their pain points. Also exploring new ideas or concepts when generating or testing early-stage ideas or design. Explaining anomalies in quantitative data to understand the reasons behind unexpected patterns or behaviors. And open real-world context to study how users interact with product in their natural environment. And improving usability to identify where users encounter friction or confusion. To capture how users feel about the product and their overall experience. And designing for niche or special user group. When working with specific user types, you have unique needs or workflows. And check the design progress to gather feedback on prototypes or new designs for improvements. And understanding long-term user behaviors. And addressing culture and social factors when designing for global or diverse user group. Practical tips, what we can use in this research. Define clear objectives. Always being with clear research goals. Know exactly which user behaviors, needs, or emotions you want to investigate. Choose the right participants. Select participants who reflect your target audience or user personas. A small, carefully chosen group, 5–10 people, is more than enough for having valuable insights. Use open questions. Ask questions that prompt detailed response like, Why do you prefer this feature? Or how does this process make you feel? For example, instead of do you like this feature, you can ask what do you like or dislike about this feature? And create comfortable environment to make user feel relaxed. The more comfortable they are, the more honest and detailed the feedback will be. For example, let participants know that there are not right or wrong answers. You are simply interested in their personal experience. Observe natural interaction. During interview or usability testing, let users interact with the product freely, without guidance. And please always record sessions, with permission, of course. And take detailed notes to capture non-verbal cues, tone, and behaviors that add insights. And always, when users share interesting feedback, ask follow-up questions to explore further. Use phrases like, can you explain more? Why did you feel like that? To deeper insights. For example, if users dislike a feature, ask what they would change to improve it. Analyze your data for repeated topics, behaviors, or pain points across users to uncover common trends and key insights. And use non-verbal cues like body language, facial expression, and tone, as they can reveal emotion or discomfort beyond words. And interact based on the feedback. Insights from qualitative research will help you to refine design and test them to overcome identified issues. So, finally, before start, tell objectives to participant background. Consider participant background, expertise, product familiarity, and demographics when preparing objectives or questions. Please prepare semi-structured guide with core questions to keep the interview natural yet focused. This prevents long pauses and helps you smoothly transition to new topics after deep discussion. Build connection and set the tone. Create a relaxed, non-judgment atmosphere to help participants feel comfortable. Start with casual questions and remember to thank them for joining at the beginning. Timing. If you have multiple interviews, schedule a break between them. Use this time to rest, take notes, prepare for the next session, or ask additional pre-interview questions. And stay flexible and open. Your guide is important, but adjust as the conversation flows. If participants share something unexpected and insightful, explore it even if it wasn't in your initial plan. So, let's practice. And our first task is in-depth interview. Our topic, personal journey in the blockchain world. This is an excellent topic for us today because everyone joined the blockchain industry in their own way. Whether you're a beginner or have some experience, just being here today shows us you have taken steps to learn about this space. By the way, some of the most valuable insights come from the people who are still exploring, if they can reveal unique challenge about blockchain. Divide into pair of two. One person will conduct the interview for the first 5 minutes. Another person will conduct the interview for other 5 minutes. Interviewer, please ask questions, listen, and clarify if necessary. Respondent, please respond the questions. Please don't avoid participation. If you don't want to participate as interviewer or respondent, you can get another role as observer. Observer, following the interview, you can help take notes for the answer. Open this document. This is editable document, includes the template you can use and add your answers. Each person must use one template. You can also see the example of the questions I will show you right now. I divided the question example you can use into different stages. The first stage is early experience and obstacles. Can you describe your first experience with a blockchain product? For example, wallet setup, purchasing crypto, using dApps. What challenges did you face when you first tried using blockchain tools? For example, complexity, lack of guidance, security concerns. And other stages like early experience and obstacles, learning process, current engagement, feedbacks, and closing insight. All the questions you can see on that document. So let's start interview. Divide into a group of 2 persons. One is asking first 5 minutes. Second person is asking next 5 minutes. And please fill the response. If you don't want to use a website or you don't have a laptop, you can use the papers here or here and take the answers. So please divide on group of 2 persons. If you're able to, it's better to use laptop, and you can take any answers on the laptop here. Yeah. If you have any additional question, please come to me. I will help you. You can just ask your friend just about general blockchain experience. And you can use the question I prepared in the document.
Hello.
I just have questions about that. Yes. Okay. Understood. Yeah. Here, you can call. Please attention, please attention. There are a lot of templates. Please scroll down and choose your specific template. So you can scroll down and see more and more templates. You can use one template. One template is the person who is asking the question. So just enter the response you will receive.
So we'll just use one of the templates.
Yeah, there are a lot of templates. Please scroll down and choose empty template for your personally.
You need this one to show us again.
No, not now. Yeah. If you don't want, by the way, if you don't know what to do on the link, you can scroll down and see other templates. You can use any of them. What the light? Hello, hello. Please change your roles. Now, second person is asking the question. 5 minutes left. If you have questions, please raise your hand and I will come. Okay, guys, let's stop our practice this and attention, please. We have to continue. I love how you are working, but we have to continue to capture more information about that. Um, so, okay, let's stop our interview. Now we have many insights. What we can do with them? Sorting and classification of insights. Organize the collected insights into categories or topics. there may be similar parents, needs, or behavior patterns. For example, categorize your pain points, like technical issues, lack of knowledge, interface complexity, security fears, etc. So you have your answers. You can just categorize them, make groups, and to figure out what main groups you have from that answers. Please group your answers. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. You can use the same document or paper if you used it before, and on the same document on the right side, you can see groups, you can use that. Or just use papers, yes. A lot of papers are nearby the door, so you can go and have papers on the door, nearby the water. Okay, guys. So now we have some groups. We have a lot of answers. We can categorize them in few groups. And what we can do next? In general, it's very nice to use effort impact matrix. You can use the same document as you can see on the right side, this matrix. Please add, let's have prioritization session. Determine which insights and problems are the most critical to solve. To do this, you can use the matrix of priorities according to such criteria, like importance of the problem to user and potential product impact to the business. You can use the same document or on paper or whatever you want, and please do that next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, raise your hand. Let's focus a little bit more what it is. If we have the problem we can solve, and this will impact a lot for the business, we have to have it. It's cost a lot, but we have a lot of things. Business will be happy on that. It will be on the right top part. If we have some problems which we can do quickly, like fix something, change the text, change the button, it will be on and it will have a lot of impact to the business. It will be on the left top part. If we have something that is very, very hard to solve and very, very, very low impact, it will have, it's like fill in jobs. It's the left downside. But if we have low impact and high effort, it will be thankless tasks. So if you have something you can fix, it costs a lot, and no impact to the business, this is thankless tasks. Let's cover the groups. You can use the groups you have, groups name, after categorizing, and use these group names to add to this document. You can see this on the document I showed you here, on the template. If you have additional questions, please raise your hand. Okay, what next? In general, we've done an amazing job. Analyzing all interviews help identify key points and find issues across different groups. So, attention, 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 please. Thanks so much. What next? Sometimes you can figure out that you can create the personas. Because you can have several main personas. Like that persona should reflect user needs with their needs, problems, and motivation. For example, like this. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. For example, like this. You can have some blockchain newbie and good experienced blockchain users. And it can be different personas. What next? The last topic we have covered today is customer journey map. Why it's important? Because this is visual representation of steps and experiences that a customer goes through when interacting with a product, services, or brand. It's like step by step, from first seeing the product to finishing main flow. And it helps to understand the user experience from their perspective, identifying pain points, emotion, and reaction during their interaction. And the goal is to improve the user experience by pinpointing areas where the process can be optimized or where user encounter friction. So this is the example. Someone can see that in the document I shared before. This is the example of customer journey map. On the left column, you see all the user steps of interaction with a product. Customer journey map lets you explain the steps in details and check the user's reaction. Key component of customer journey map, persona. This is usually based on user research or represents specific type of customer with their defined needs, behaviors, and goals. For example, new blockchain user or a developer integrating the blockchain, like this. Stages represent different steps of customer goes through during the journey. This identifying stages, the stage helps us identify and break down the overall experience and highlight where we should make improvements. Touch points, when customer interacting with elements in their environment and the interface, device, whatever, they have different touch points like App Store or wallet application. Customer action. Here, customer action means what users do at each stage, like downloading application or setting the wallet. Customer thoughts reveal what user thinks at each point of the journey. And my favorite, emotions. Emotions show how user feeling during the journey. Mapping this emotion help identify areas that need improvements to create the more positive experience. Pain points are the obstacles or challenges customers face. And opportunities. Here are the moments where you can enhance the customer experience. Why customer journey map is essential? Because it transforms insights you have today from our interview to actionable strategies, revealing pain points and opportunities to improve. Please, let's create customer journey map. You can use the product you are working on right now or insights you have from the interview you conducted today. Open the document on the link you already have. On the right side of the template, you have the customer journey template. And please add when you are interacting and asking the question, you know the answers like this person, what this person did first, what next, download application, download wallet, etc. You can add all the stages onto the customer journey map. So let's start. If you have any question, raise your hand. Hello, guys. Please attention. We have to continue. We don't have a lot of time. So let's attention, please. Let's imagine you finished this. It's very cool to have because it's a very cool thing to discuss with your team. Because if your team members or product say, okay, we have users that are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you always know some most important thing. But step 3 or 4 can be not discussed a lot. And this table is super cool for discussing with the team members in general. But we did it. What next? Brainstorm with the team. Identify key problems on the customer journey map and invite team members who are related to your product to come with a possible solution or option to improve. You can present your interview result with customer journey map to the stakeholders or managers. You can, based on the data you collected, develop a roadmap that describes the steps to implement changes and improvement to the product. Determine which issues should be solved first using that matrix, and who is responsible for them. Be sure to document all insights and conclusions from the interviews so they will be available for future analysis. This can be done by using Google Doc or Notion so all the team members can share their ideas and proposals. Let's build the product users love. Thank you. Any question? I hope I answered on the question why I wasn't by you. Yeah, please.
What is the process at MetaLabs to actually find people to interview? Are those like random people you've never met? Or are they somehow familiar with the projects you're building?
Can you repeat, please? I didn't hear.
At MetaLabs, what's the process of actually finding people to do the interviews with?
Finding people for doing interview. Yeah. Okay, there are a lot of things. We have nice community. A lot of them are ready to discuss, to share the knowledge. One of the things, for example, I can share the Google form or type form to Discord and ask them, oh, you can find, I have a lot of simple questions. You can answer them. For example, what the tool you're using, how your experience was, what is the most favorite. This is something we can have to control the general UX impressions. And optionally, I can leave the questions. Please leave your mail. I can connect with you if your experience is very important, and we can discuss more deeply. So this is one of the simplest ways. We have a lot of things, but this is what I love to do because our team members, community members are very active. This is it? Okay, thanks so much. Have a nice day.